Whenever we're celebrating a wedding in the family, and I've been married to beautiful Tebby George for 47 years. Tebby and I still work at it every day. People say, how do you do it? I say, every day. You know that. But when the bride and groom kiss at the end of the ceremony, I turn to Tebby and say, good luck. Tebby said, you're such a skeptic. I said, honey, I'm not a skeptic. I know how hard it is. We know how hard it is. But the worst part is something you don't understand until you get a little older. It was a lonely ride into the darkest night. Something had gone wrong inside. I thought I'd never get it right. Then they laid me down on a feather bed with strangers all around. I could not hear a word they said. And then I saw you there with a rose in your hand. And when you touched my face, I could breathe again. If not for your love, where would I go? How could I live? How would I know that the sun would still be shining and the stars would lead me home to you, if not for your love. It was a summer day, so many years ago. It was a summer day, so many years ago. I broke your heart and ran away and left you there alone. But my tears came down like summer rain. I bowed my head and prayed that you would take me back again. And then I saw you there at Malden Bridge. I asked you to come with me then. I begged you to forgive. If not for your love, where would I go? How could I live? How would I know that the sun would still be shining and the stars would lead me home to you, if not for your love? That the sun would still be shining and the stars would lead me home to you, if not for your love. That's an old-fashioned love song. That's what that is. If not for your love. I wrote a song that I'm going to dedicate to my dear friend and the finest songwriter that I know in my life is as good as any. And he and I and Tom Paxton, we play golf together. And we know a lot of good songwriters, but Hugh Shacklett's one of my favorites. And Hugh and I had a similar experience through all the things I told you about that happened to me last year. I had a thing called atrial fibrillation, and it scared me to death. I had it, I was out in our cabin in the Adirondacks in the woods there, and I said, honey, something's wrong. And 4 hours, my heart was going like this, you know. And it was my first experience. Now, Hugh's been overcoming that and knows what I'm talking about. So the next couple of days, I had to write a song about that one too. This is called This Old Heart of Mine. Hugh, all for you. Go like this. This old heart of mine kept me up all night, pumping and pounding like a boxer in a heavyweight fight. I sat straight up in a shiver, then I saw mist on the river. I could not move, I couldn't tell my left from the right, and it hurt, and I was falling, fighting the fear so deep inside. And I heard a voice calling somewhere over on the other side. I've been riding hard and going strong since the day I was born. I played the cards that came my way and kept moving on. Well, now I'm on the borderline, running scared and out of time. Give me one last shot before they push me out the old back door. And it hurt, and I was falling, fighting the fear so deep inside. And I heard a voice calling somewhere over on the other side. Down the street, I heard the angels' song, praying for peace and harmony in the breaking dawn. And when I start to think about it, love is the gift, no need to doubt it. And honey, I can feel your love there with me all night long. And it hurt, and I was falling, fighting the fear so deep inside. And I heard a voice calling somewhere over on the other side. Yeah, it hurt, and I was falling, fighting the fear so deep inside. And I heard a voice calling somewhere over on the other side, somewhere over on the other side. Well, I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to join you and Steve when they have a spot. And Hugh says, Maloney, I gotta have you come on up and play some songs with me. And it's always just, I really get real excited to be able to come up here and join you guys. And so many of you got folks that came along to hear us. We really appreciate it. And I'll end with this song before we get you back up here, and then we're going to do some singing together a little bit too. We got off to a late start. We're gonna bring the house down tonight before we're done here. Let's watch the sun come up in another town. Try our luck a little further down. Leave the cards on the table, leave the bread on the plate. Put your hand on the gear shift, put your foot off the brake, and take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look, oh, take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. Our bed was something that the wind can carry. The arrow points the way across the waiting prairie. This car looks like it could give us a good run. Our choice to leave was a good one. So take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look, oh, take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. Let's look forward to the lights that are new. The world is a ribbon of roads for you.